I want no one to have any questions about Ukraine today. Therefore, today, we have the following internal decisions. First, there will be a reboot of the office of the President of Ukraine. The head of the office, Andriy Yermak, has written a letter of resignation.
This is probably the biggest crisis Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky's faced domestically since the start of the war. But does the resignation of his chief of staff and top negotiator Andriy Yermak make the situation better or worse? And where does it leave the potential for a peace deal? Andriy Yermak has submitted his resignation after anti-corruption investigators searched his home in the early hours of Friday. A key stark move suggesting how persistent these investigations were into politicians in the inner circle of Volodymyr Zelensky. What's key here, though, is that Yermak was the top negotiator for ongoing discussions between the United States and potentially with Russia as well for some kind of peace deal. A key priority of US President Donald Trump. In the days ahead, there was supposed to be more meetings with the Americans and Ukrainians to potentially see how much more pressure most analysts assess could be put on Ukraine to maybe even accept territorial concessions. It looks like Yermak will no longer be part of those discussions, and that change will certainly have an impact on who sits at the table and potentially what is said. Moscow and other opponents of Zelensky will seize on this as a sign that all is not quite right within Ukraine's body politic, and it will feed the Russian argument, false as it is, that they are at war with an illegitimate government in Ukraine. But a stark move here, a resignation which potentially might be designed to draw a line under this event, but may also too be a sign that there are real political casualties that could be caused by this scandal, and that may be yet more to come.